What's up, spooky people? It's time for another episode of the Spooky Corner. And today, we're going to be talking about the Island of the Dolls. Isla de las Muñecas, aka the Island of the Dolls, is an island in Mexico that is literally full of tons and tons and tons of creepy old dolls. These things are all over the place. They're on trees, strung up on lines. They actually have like this hut in the middle of the island that's full of these creepy dolls, and most of them are like super old and decrepit. Some of them have no head, some of them are just heads, some of them have their eyeballs popped out and they'll have like bugs and stuff coming out of it. It's the grossest thing. And I thought Cynthia from the Rugrats was ratchet, but no, these things definitely take the cake. Oh yeah, and did I mention that the island is supposedly haunted? Haunted by the spirit of a little girl. And maybe even more than that if you ask me. But I'll get to that in just a second. You're probably asking yourself, how the hell did this happen? How did this island get like this? Was there just like a bunch of dolls, a bunch of demonic toys that came up from hell and made this island their home? No, not really. But there is a pretty big legend on how this island transformed. And here it is. Back in about 1951, Julian Barrera made his way to this island so he can go and live there all alone, all by himself, because he was depressed and destroyed because he was just broken up with by his girlfriend. She must have really done a number on him to make him want to go and live on an island all by himself. So as he was living on this island, a couple of days or a couple of weeks later, he ended up stumbling upon a dead body. The dead body of a little girl. And what he also found was a doll. And Julian was very upset about this. Obviously, he just found a dead little girl. Some say that she may have been drowning and he wasn't able to save her. So what he did was, after that, he ended up taking the doll that he found and he hung it up to appease the little girl's spirit if it was around. Basically to protect himself and to make the little girl happy. But that really didn't work out as planned, because Julian started hearing weird stuff around the island. He started hearing footsteps, he started hearing voices, and even screams in the night. Eventually, as time went on, he started hanging up more and more and more of these dolls to protect himself from whatever spirit or spirits he thought were on that island with him. And he did this and lived this way alone with all of these dolls for 50 years. I don't know how the hell he did that, because as soon as, listen, if I pulled up on this island and I find a dead girl and then I start hearing noises and screams and stuff, you better believe that I'm out of there real quick. Just like, later, I'm gone. But he lived like that until he was found dead in 2001 by his nephew. And the crazy part about this is, he was found dead in the exact same spot that he found that little girl all those years ago. That's pretty much the legend, give or take a few different details. Obviously with these things, there's always different little variations. Some say that it wasn't a little girl, that it was like a grown woman who was drowning and he wasn't able to save her. So he was really upset, and to appease her spirit and protect himself, he hung up the doll. But what I just told you is the basic story. Some of this may be amplified for dramatic effect. Some of this maybe not. But what we do know is that there was actually a Julian Barrera, because his nephew, the one that found him dead, lives on that island to this very day. And he has kept it up in the exact same shape that it's always been, that his uncle left it in, with all the dolls everywhere. I don't know how this guy does it either. I mean, that's crazy. Some people inherit a watch, some people inherit some money. This guy inherited an island full of creepy dolls. Wow. Also on the island, there's like a little sign right where Julian died with his name on it, like in remembrance to him. And like I said before in the beginning, there's a hut, and in that hut is a shrine with the original doll that he found with the dead girl. Now back to the island being haunted. Yeah, so that's a big thing. Some people say, just like in the legend, you can hear voices, screams, noises, all kinds of ghostly stuff going on the island. And this is pretty much confirmed by Julian's nephew. I was watching a video where these guys went to the island, and he was saying that he hears stuff going on and sees stuff all the damn time. Maybe it's the spirit of the little girl, and I never heard anybody say this, but maybe it's also the spirit of his uncle. I mean, he lived on that island for like the rest of his life and he died there, so maybe his spirit is there now too. And the other thing is, nobody really knows where these dolls came from, right? Like, it's speculated that Julian found all of them, but his nephew said that some people from the city came and put their own dolls up, so it's kind of up in the air on who put the dolls where and how. But the fact is, the dolls are there, but nobody knows really where they came from, so you never know. One, two, a few, many of these dolls may be haunted themselves. So there may be a whole bunch of spirits and a whole bunch of stuff going on this island. And this dude's living there by himself. But from what I understand, nothing about it is really evil. There's no real malicious spirits. Don't worry, the dolls aren't gonna come down and like try and kill anybody. The spirits aren't trying to possess people. I mean, it looks like that, but it's really not. It's pretty much just a bunch of ghostly stuff like the noises, which is cool because this place definitely looks like somewhere straight out of hell, but it's just your regular old normal hauntings. So let me know 6 feet deep below in the comment section if you would go to the island. If you wouldn't, does it scare you? Does it not? And a little quick travel tip for you, just in case you actually like really want to go. Apparently, first thing you gotta look out for is there's a bootleg Island of the Dolls, which is an hour closer to Mexico City. They basically built this fake Island of the Dolls so that they can trap the tourists and not have to go all the way to the real one. They can just bring them to the fake one, get their money. But if you've ever been to the real island, or if you just ever seen a video and pictures, you can definitely tell that it's not the real island at all. The other thing is, if you want to go to the real one, it's gonna take a lot of work and time because it's actually it's a 2-hour boat ride away from Mexico City. But that's just the beginning, because then when you finally get to the island, you are not guaranteed to actually get through the gate and see all the dolls and everything like that, because it's not really an actual tourist attraction. The guy that lives on the island, you basically, I heard, have to bribe him or bribe the security guard for you to get on. So you might actually just take that 2-hour boat ride and not get to see the island at all. It's not really a tourist attraction, like I said, so it's going to be hard for you to find somebody to actually want to take you there, and then you got to bribe somebody to get through to the island. So just in case you really want to go, just be prepared to speak some Spanish, jump through some hoops, and spend your pesos. I would definitely go. I would really want to go to this island because it just looks super creepy, and it's haunted, but it's not like a negative haunting, like I said, so why not go? I mean, you get to see all the creepy dolls, maybe you'll see like an actual like supernatural thing, and the journey would be a lot of fun, I believe. So I would love to go because I get to see some creepy stuff, maybe some haunted stuff, and not actually have anything bad come home with me. So that's all the time I got today for the Spooky Corner. Make sure that if you like this video, you actually give it a like. Make sure you subscribe, and of course, come back next time for some more spooky stuff.